operative who unraveled the Bin Laden network and kidnapped terrorist Abu Ammar. Morris was accused of planting false information through paid informants.
Flashback. Exterior, Saudi desert, the bunker, day. The Iraqi soldiers in buses, cars, and tanks are desert storming their asses back to Hussein and his cushy palace.
This place is going to look like a fucking shooting gallery in a few minutes. Shit's about to hit the fan, mates.
Cockroaches. They look like someone gassed the hell out of them.
I'm tired of this desert crap. We're out of here.
Coalition bombers deliver vengeance. Smoke and oil fires darken the desert sky. A highway of death is littered with bodies, bullet-ridden vehicles, and not a pretty picture. Interior chopper skimming jungle treetops. One door guard yells and he shocks Stringer out of his daydream.
Kill a few of those bastards for me, Stringer.
Stringer nods his approval. Thumbs up. A steep landing in a clearing surrounded by high brush and trees. The sounds of the jungle and the chopper blades blend into a devilish tune. The weather turns ugly. It begins to pour. Stringer exits the chopper and he sprints toward the tree line. Stringer and his dog run like hell into the jungle.
We made it, big guy. Our target is about a half-mile west. Watch for booby traps. You probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about with a dog.
Stringer hand signals positions for his shepherd. We hear the insurgents' footsteps in the distance. Basco, his shepherd, stands at attention, ready to attack. The enemy is high-footing it through the jungle. Their leader, Machete, chops heavy brush as he yells at his young insurgents to pick up the pace.
They have no idea what's in store for their sorry asses. Okay, big fella. I have your back. Do it. Go!
Stringer picks up each insurgent one by one. Silent shots. Each victim drops in his tracks. Basco sniffs out the dead. The insurgents look young but battle-tested. Stringer strips the dead wallets. Stringer's paid by the items he recovers.
Basco, watch that asshole is moving. Watch out.
The insurgent runs into the jungle with a small metal box. Basco gives chase. The insurgent slashes the Basco's leg and Stringer's on the scene and reacts.
Hello, Abdul. Guess what?
Stringer grabs the insurgent by the hair. He slashes his throat. There's blood everywhere. Stringer picks up the metal box with the diamonds. Stringer addresses Basco's knife wound. Stringer hears the sound of the chopper's rotary blades, and Stringer quickly digs a large hole and buries the metal box, noting the location. The chopper sets down, and Stringer, Basco board the chopper. The pilot makes a quick ascent. The sound of the rotor blades fade into the jungle. Daniel is waiting at the chopper pad for Stringer's arrival. Stringer gets into the cab.
Can't wait to take a shower and get out of this outfit. Blood, guts, not my favorite cologne.
That, my friend, is the smell of South Africa.
They arrive at the Castle Hotel. 6 of Malima Shandika's soldiers are waiting for him in the lobby.
How can I help you?
You violated our laws.
How's that?
We have a report that you killed more than a dozen South African citizens.
More like 10, but I had authorization.
You're coming with us.
The receptionist watches Stringer's arrest. She sets a small recording device above her desk and tapes the conversation. The confrontation is taped. Stringer is cuffed and dragged into a military Humvee.
You blokes need to talk to your boss, Malima Shandeka. There's a mistake and I'm not in the mood to go through your bullshit.
Stay still and keep your mouth shut. We've got our orders. Where's the metal box?
What metal box? I don't know what you're talking about.
They arrive at a holding cell outside of Malima Shandika's office. Stringer is pushed into a drab cell with 2 other prisoners. Stringer yells at the soldier in charge.
Where's that asshole, Malima Shandeka? I want to talk to that scumbag now.
You're not going anywhere. You've committed murder of many South African citizens. You'll pay for your crimes.
Tell Malima Shandeka that I'm waiting for him.
The lieutenant in Malima Shanker's office. Did you have the metal box?
No, sir, he did not have the metal box.
Well, I am meeting with 2 of our country's leaders. Bring him to me when we are through talking.
Yes, sir.
The holding cell is in a sandstone building, flimsy laid brick and mortar. The young soldier is guarding the cell. Daniel, his cab driver, has followed the Humvee that's transported Stringer to his holding cell. guard in front of the building stops Daniel's cab.
You can't be here. Leave or I will arrest you.
You're holding my last customer and he left his passport in my cab.
Give it to me, and I'll check it out and give it to him.
The guard opens the passport and sees a $100 bill staring at him.
I'll see what I can do.
The guard walks to Stringer's cell.
You left something behind.
He hands Stringer his passport and keeps the $100 bill. Stringer sits and looks into his passport, and he sees a thread-like fishing line behind his passport picture.
Hey, guard, do you have a fag?
The guard approaches Stringer and pulls out a cigarette, hands it to Stringer through the jail bars. Stringer pulls the guard's arm into the jail and he slams the guard's head against the bars. The guard is in a daze. Stringer takes his fish thread, puts it around the guard's neck. He motions one of the other prisoners to grab the keys attached to the guard's belt. The cell door is open of the building. He attacks the guard from behind with a chokehold. The guard collapses and Stringer drags him into the building, undresses the guard, grabs his AK-47, and quietly moves toward Malima Shandika's office. 2 soldiers are guarding the entrance to Malima Shandika's office. Stringer quickly disposes the 2 soldiers, kicks open the door. The 2 elderly gray-haired politicians are sitting in front of Malima Shandika.
You and I need to talk.
This place will be surrounded in minutes. Stringer grabs one of the elder politicians.
Give me the keys to your car, now, or he's a dead man.
Malima Shandika throws the keys at Stringer. Stringer leaves with one of the elder politicians.
He's mine until I leave. I want the rest of the money in my bank account within the next 6 hours, or he's a dead man.
Not until you give me the box.
Oh yeah, the box. It's in a safe place. No funny business. You and I have a score to settle.
Stringer drags the elderly politician out of Malima Shandika's office to a nearby Humvee, throws the politician into the front seat, and speeds away.
Are you involved with this diamond smuggling business?
I don't know what you're talking about. What diamonds?
Your pal, Malima Shandika, involved with smuggling diamonds out of your country. Are you telling me you have no idea what I'm talking about?
I can assure you I have not heard of such a thing.
I need safe passage out of this country. I need you to make that happen.
What do you need?
Make some phone calls. If you try anything funny, you won't live to talk about it. I need a private jet to get me out of this hellhole. Waiting at the airport. Now.
The politician's on the phone. Stringer drives to the airport. There's a chopper 50 feet from the private jet. They drive to the chopper and 6 militia men jump out and corner Stringer. Stringer is holding on to the politician. The soldiers stand down. Stringer's AK-47 has their attention. He drags the politician into the chopper. The chopper pilot, armed, turns to challenge Stringer. Stringer shoots the pilot in the right leg.
Get us the hell out of here, or you'll... Get us the hell out of here, or you're a dead man and so is your gray-haired friend.
The chopper does a steep climb. Stringer orders him to the nearest commercial airport. A South African 747 is on the tarmac loading passengers from a bus. The attendant is about to close the front door before taking off. Stringer orders the chopper pilot to land close to the stairway, and Stringer jumps out and runs up to the stairs. The doors close. He shows the flight attendant his passport, and she takes him to the pilot's cockpit. The 747 takes off. 2 well-built militia snipers hold Kaladeshkova pointed at the jungle floor. Stringer is attending to his partner, a German shepherd. We see Stringer daydreaming, lost in thought. Flashback. Stock Desert Storm, Highway of Death, film of tanks, aircraft bombing enemy troops withdrawing from Kuwait.
This is the part where it repeats.
What page was that on? I don't have that.
I think we start up again on page...
22, I think.
Yeah,
Page what?
page 22?
I don't have that.
23 then. Yeah, because we started the...
That was the repeat that we
I
crossed
thought
out.
we changed that.
1924.
Yeah,
At least on
wait.
I thought we changed 20 to 23.
Yeah, we skipped 19, 20, 21,
Yeah,
and we're supposed to pick back up.
we're on 23 now.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, when you just read right here, go ahead.
Yeah.
That'd be,
You have 23?
Yeah.
You have that page here.
I do, but I already said this.
I think we're 24 now.
No, 23.
Okay, I guess we can just run through it again.
What
We
is-
have a shooting gallery and cockroaches, so we'll pick at the top of 24.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Interior, exterior, New York JFK morning. Airport arrival area. Stringer walks briskly through the checkout lines, shows his passport to security, and walks out the side terminal. An attractive young woman in a black four-door Porsche Panorama pulls up and waves Stringer into the car.
Glad to meet you, Mr. Stringer.
One of the Colonel's trusted staff.
I hope so. I'm Pamela Lee. How long will you be in town?
A few days. I have business in the UK and have to leave after I meet the Colonel. How do you fit into this picture?
The Colonel recruited me from Quantico. I'm assigned to make life easy for his staff.
A black four-door sedan shadows Stringer's car.
I think we have visitors. Don't turn your head quickly, but look at the outside mirror on my car. Do you recognize any of them?
She adjusts the car of Stringer so Stringer can view out the car viewing him.
Nope. But I think we should lose them. Do you have any ideas?
Pamela Lee suddenly makes a right turn into an alley, speeds down, turns right, another right, and is now behind the car that's following Stringer. Takes out her iPhone and takes a picture. She pulls alongside of the black sedan and rolls down her window and waves to the passenger. Stringer is amused.
Have you ever driven a race car?
No, I haven't. Who do you think they could be?
Not sure. Could be anyone.
We're in the clear. Let's move on.
They arrive in New York City's financial district. Pamela Lee pulls up to a huge skyscraper.
Thanks for the ride.
Anytime.
She scribbles her private number on the back of her card.
Don't forget to call me if you have any problems.
You bet.
He exits the car and enters the giant glass doors. Security waves him in. He takes an elevator to Manhattan's Import-Export, the 45th floor. An attractive young woman enters the elevator on floor 10. He stands in front of the Stringer, and Stringer is measuring the young lady from head to toe, stopping while he examines her posterior. The woman glances at the mirror in the elevator and catches Stringer looking at her backside. She smiles and gets off on the 20th floor. Stringer arrives at the 40th floor and walks to a door marked Manhattan Import and Export. He enters the code number on the wall and the door opens. A perky Kelly O'Day in her early 20s, provocatively dressed in a short, tight skirt and tight sweater, sits behind the desk.
Kelly, you look gorgeous as ever.
Mr. Stringer, you're so kind.
Is the Colonel working your fingers to the bone?
Not at all. So how's everything with you, Stringer?
I spent a few days in the jungle. Those planned safaris the Colonel sends me on always keep me busy, you know.
I'll tell Colonel Hackman you're here.
Stringer eyes, the eyes are glued on Kelly O'Day's posterior as she sachets down the hall to Colonel Hackman's office. Her eyes roll up, knowing Stringer is ogling her as she walks. She quietly knocks on a slightly open door.
Stringer's here.
Colonel Hackman, late 60s, 6-foot, military stature, former CIA specialist and advisor to the Senate Select Intelligence Committee, sits behind a massive mahogany desk. His 3 laptops are connected to the CIA, Interpol, and Israel's Mossad. Colonel Hackman shuffles top-secret papers on his desk. Kelly O'Day returns to her desk.
He'll be with you in a second.
Can I buy you a drink later this afternoon?
That's not a good idea. I never mix business with pleasure, Stringer. By the way, how's your friend Vegeta?
She sends her best.
Kelly O'Day leads Stringer into Hackman's office. Hackman glances up while moving papers on his desk. As I read the report, you made it back safe. Well, almost safe. Look, we got 17 dead assholes banging 72 virgins. MI5 is pleased with your work, and look, you see this stack of files? Every known terrorist wants a piece of our ass. A month ago, city workers found an abandoned backpack along the president's route to the United Nations. Explosive enough to take out a city block. The FBI lab recovered DNA and fingerprints. And this asshole, right here, is a college dropout from Saudi Arabia on a student visa. His name is Al-Dawarsi. Al-Dawarsi and his terrorist pals are in the process of assembling a suicide vest. His phone is tapped and we know where he lives. Now it's time we shove a bomb up his ass. Colonel Hackman waved Stringer to his back office. Kelly O'Day is sitting at one end of the conference table taking notes. You've all met Miss Day. Johnny Morris, former MI5 intelligence officer, fit, ex-professional rugby player, service, surprises Stringer. They haven't seen each other since Desert Storm. They exchange hugs and fist bumps. They sit at a long conference table. Hackman walks over to a large screen monitor.
What the hell? Morris, man. Are you part of this?
You old SOB. Wouldn't I be? As soon as I heard you were part of this program, I wouldn't have missed it in a million years.
Where's that good-looking gal you was stuck to?
All right, let's cut the bullshit. You're here because I can trust you both. I trust you both to get the job done. We're raiding a bomb factory, and his map shows a 10-block area we're watching, and we pointed out his apartment. As a mole says, he's right here. We have phone surveillance, and they have no idea we're coming. They'll try to escape to a safe house a few blocks away. We have that place covered. You'll join forces with the NYPD terrorism unit, and with any luck, we'll get these assholes alive. We need intel on the places they have, other places they have to, they want to kill more innocent people.
We'll need more gear and firearms. I'll check in with the local police department.
Well, catching them alive will be our first choice. Remember, they're heavily armed and will not go down easily. You'll have plenty of backup, and the SWAT will back you and brief you on the plan.
What an ugly son of a bitch. I can't wait to meet this bearded wonder.
Pretty young.
Stringer passes the pictures to Norris.
Pretty young to think about virgins. Allah is a busy man these days.
Rocco looks at the pictures. Virgins, virgins, virgins. One good thing. Bet there are no